The following video has been brought to you by RYN Studios. Release your nerd. Hello everyone, my name is the King of Clubs, and welcome to our first edition of Reading Your Comments. Now, in this new series, I'm going to be selecting a handful of comments that you guys have left for me, either on my channel or on like one of my social media groups like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, so forth. What I'll be doing is I'll be showing a picture which contains the actual comment itself, and as I'm reading it, and then I will give my response to said comments. Now, occasionally you may see me glance down. What I actually have in front of me is my cell phone here, and I'm actually going to be using this to keep track of the comments that I'm reading. I'm going to pull it up here so that I can see my comments. Alright. Go ahead and jump right in here. Now, I will go ahead and warn you guys, I have both negative and positive comments in these videos, because I do get both love and hate in my comment sections. So you will get to hear a variety of different comments to kind of show the diversity that the channel has. As I said before, I don't mind if people are going to hate on me or hate on my videos. That's perfectly fine with me, as long as it's directed towards me and not directed towards my friends, my family, or another group of people. I'm okay with that. I will not tolerate bullying on my channel. I know that some people have already had some comments marked as spam. That wasn't done by me, but I probably would have marked it as spam anyway, considering some of the content of those comments. So let's go ahead and just dive right on in here. Get the first comment pulled up for you guys. Alright, first one is from JP Productions, and it is in regards to a video for AC/DC versus Metallica. And they put, I like both, so I don't know which one I would choose. If I had to, would probably choose AC/DC. That's a good choice. I mean, there's really no bad choice between the two bands. I believe I chose Metallica in the video. Honestly, that video was made quite a while back, as was this comment. So it's been a little while, but still, you know, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your contribution, and good choice. Moving on to the next one. This one comes from Fuzzy Rainbows. Fuzzy has left actually two comments here. The first one is, hey, you should update your links to make them clickable. Now, this was really early on in my channel, and I actually did do just that. I updated my links to where now everything is in URL format, so that you can click on the links to my social media. The only thing that you can't click on is for Snapchat. I currently don't know of any way you can make that a clickable link. If there is, leave a comment, let me know. I'd be happy to look into that for you guys. The next comment by Fuzzy Rainbows was actually right afterwards, just saying, nice idea to reach out in multiple forms of media. It's hard, or to me it's rough, but it'll work. Which is true. I believe that expanding yourself out with social media is very important. It's a good way to reach out to people and help share the videos. A lot of the YouTubers that I watch use social media as well. So I always thought it was a good idea, so I jumped right on it as soon as I started my channel. So thank you again, Fuzzy, for your comments. Again, always appreciate the feedback, especially if you have some ideas of what I can do to make my channel better. Let me know, and I'll definitely consider the ideas. Alright, moving on. Next one is from one of my regulars named Hans Mollman, who's commented on a lot of my videos. First of all, love the reference to The Simpsons. I think it's a show that's getting to be undercredited nowadays, but Simpsons was really big whenever I was younger. It's kind of faded out over the years, but Hans Mollman is one of the kind of the supporting characters, I guess you could say. I really like the idea of using that as your reference for your profile. Anyway, moving on to the first comment from Hans. It says, hey there, you look like a fellow who enjoys wrestling. You should do a top 10 list of your favorite wrestlers / wrestling themes. That would be super duper. You're right. I am a huge wrestling fan. I'm not shy about admitting that I am a huge pro wrestling fan. And because of this suggestion, I did end up making several videos about pro wrestling, and I do have a couple more planned for future. So thank you, Hans, for that comment, and hopefully you'll enjoy those videos. Alright, now the next few comments, next 4 comments to be exact, are actually from one of my haters. And this will give you a kind of example of what I see. I don't take this as offensive. When I first read these comments, I kind of laughed. Now these are all 4 comments that were left on the same video, and that was about my top 10 list for country music singers. Mind you, I admitted that I don't know much about country music, and it was very apparent in the video as well as with the feedback from this particular person. So, Powdered Water 67 first left the comment, "God damn it, you're fucking with me." If I wasn't before, I'm pretty sure I am now, sir. Next comment they left was, "Dee Snider knows more about country music than you." Being that Dee Snider is much older than I am, yes, I would imagine that the lead singer of Twisted Sister does know a lot more about country music than I do. I think he was actually even on a reality show about that. I don't know. It was funny is after that he posted another comment kind of replying to it saying, "I actually don't know much about Dee Snider." Or I don't know a whole lot about Dee Snider. That's okay. You're not wrong with what you said. And the last comment that they posted, again on the same video, was, "This video is unorthodox and corrupt." Okay. I respect your opinion. It probably is considered unorthodox. I'm still learning a lot about what type of style I'm going to get into, but thank you for your feedback nonetheless. Alright, moving on to the next one. This one's from Germstone, just saying, I subbed to you and liked your video. Smiley face. Thank you. Always appreciate someone who subs to my channel. Anyone who enjoys watching my videos are always welcome. And so thank you, Germ, for doing that. Moving on now, this one is from Joel Goodman. This is in relationship to my Goku vs. Superman video. He put, "Goku can't breathe in space. Battle over." Which is a great point. Goku can't breathe in space. The question is, how can Superman catch Goku? Especially if he's in Super Saiyan form. He is just as fast as Superman. But I like your comment, I like where you're going with it, and I really appreciate your feedback. Alright, so moving on, another one from Hans, and this is actually in regards to my inspiration, or my thank you video that I made for my mom. His comment was, "Damn, your mom's smoking hot." Thank you. I take it as a compliment. I'm sure my mom would take it as a compliment, being that you complimented her appearance. It's kind of a little bit weird, not in a bad way. I've had friends call my mom hot before, so it's all good. Thank you for your comment though, Hans. Alright, next one is in relationship to another one from Hans. It's in relationship to my Who Inspires You video. Hans says that Chris Benoit used to inspire him until he went crazy and killed his family. So he says, "I guess Papa Shango inspires me now." Hey, if pro wrestlers inspire you, that's not a bad thing, as long as they don't do bad things. Obviously, if Chris Benoit was your inspiration and he now isn't, I completely understand why. What he did was wrong. And there are a lot of conspiracy theories about it, but I have accepted what's considered true, what is by law the truth. So thank you, Hans, for that comment, and to those of you who haven't commented on that video yet, please let me know who inspires you. Alright, moving on to the next one. Another one from Hans. Let's see. "I love RON Studios. My idea of hot sauce punishment is me sitting around in my Punisher shirt and my undies pouring hot sauce on my hamburger helper." Awesome shirt, by the way. Love Battlestar Galactica as well. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Hans, very much. A couple misunderstandings. It's actually RYN Studios. Just a simple typo. I understand. Nothing wrong with that at all. And in all honesty, I've mistyped a lot of stuff, even just doing editing. Secondly, the shirt that I was wearing was actually a Doctor Who shirt. I do enjoy Battlestar Galactica from what I've seen of it, but Doctor Who is really what I'm more a fan of. Okay, now let's see. Moving on to the next comment here. This is yet another one from Hans. Like I said, he's one of the more prolific commenters on my videos. Nothing wrong with that at all. I really appreciate reading what he has to say. This one is relationship to what his favorite era of pro wrestling was, and he actually pinpointed it down to an exact year, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you have a specific point in time that you really like to focus on. Alright, he says, my favorite wrestling year would have to be 1995, the year of the Diesel. His match versus King Mabel at SummerSlam was one of the greatest matches in the past 20 years. It's only seconded by Hulk Hogan versus Warrior at Halloween Havoc in 1998. But Diesel is always my main man, even though he got that ridiculous plastic surgery in '96 along with Razor. But I don't get why they feel the need to change their appearance. Though they were pretty good. They're pretty good looking guys. Sorry, longer comments. I don't know why anyone would want to look like Sir Isaac Yankem anyway. The only way 1995 would have been even better is if Diesel defended the title at WrestleMania 11 against New Jack. If that would have happened, Diesel would still be on his first title reign currently. Diesel Power. Yes, Kevin Nash, also known as Diesel, was widely popular in 1995, and he continued to be really popular in WCW as he wrestled under his regular name, dropping any stage names. I see where you went with that. I like it a lot. Technically, that was really at the tail end of the classic era, what I called the classic era, because it was right before the Attitude Era really kicked in. I like Kevin Nash. I like Diesel. I like the persona that he portrayed, and he was a great champion during that year. So thank you again, Hans, for the comment. All right, now the next comment here is from a gentleman named Richard. Actually, the next several comments are from this guy, and Richard here, he's not one of my fans, based on what his comments are. I will warn you guys now, they're a little bit longer, so bear with me. But yeah, let me go ahead and read you some of the wonderful comments Mr. Richard has for me. The first one here is, first off, ROAN Studios looks like a crime scene from CSI Arkansas. Your Despicable Me shirt is wrinkled, which is Despicable You. I also disagree with your poor decision. Batman would certainly lose to Chuck Norris. Side note, this is on my Batman vs. Chuck Norris video. Anyway, anyone who says differently is gay. Now, I'll back that up with facts. You speak of Batman's fictional JLA Tower of Babel story arc. I counter that comic book with a blockbuster movie called Invasion USA, based on a true story the CIA covered up. This movie/documentary, Chuck Norris stops the entire commie invasion of the U.S. single-handedly. Then he signs it Shazam, which I'm assuming is just the name he's going with because of the picture he chose. I do appreciate your comments. A couple things I wanted to point out. It would be CSI Missouri, not Arkansas, because I'm actually located in Missouri. But pretty close. I'm actually fairly close to the border here. Let's see. If you're focused on my background and the fact that my shirt's wrinkled, you're probably not paying that much attention to my videos, which is kind of a downer, in my opinion. I'd rather you be paying attention to my content than what's going on with me. Alright, moving on here. I don't like the fact that you said that anyone who says opposite of what you say is gay, because it implies that gay is an insult. We're not in 5th grade anymore. We're not. This is in the 90s. Gay isn't a bad thing. Maybe when you were in middle school it was. I know that when I was a little kid, people would use the term gay as an insult, but it's really not anymore. And I'm sorry if you feel that it is. But that's one of the few political things I will take a stand on, is when you discriminate against a type of person for any reason, and sexuality is one of them, that's not cool. That is something that I'm very much pro-equality. I don't like bringing politics or religion into my videos, so I usually just kind of avoid them, but I will say that I'm very much pro-equality, and I will take a stand against anyone who tries to bash a certain type of person for any reason. Doesn't matter if it's sexuality or otherwise. So that's just my little spiel on that. Moving on to the next comment here. This is another one from Richard. Alright, next comment here was, my favorite era of wrestling was in 1986. So this is during the classic era. Here's why. Hulk Hogan began using Real American as his entrance theme. Okay. Patriotic, I get it. That's all cool. Ric Flair formed the Four Horsemen. True. Formed in the 80s. King Kong Bundy was thrown from the ring for the first time in his career, causing him to land on top of your mom and accidentally impregnate her with his uncanny fertile sweat. 1995 was a close second to me. True wrestling fan, Hans Wallman, Diesel for Prez. It sounds like you tried to make your mom joke, which that's cool. I'm curious if it took you all night to think of this up, but hey, forever, brother. Whatever you feel is funny. Another person agreeing with 1995 being a great year as well. Hey, I'm all for the classic era. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the classics. If we didn't have the classic era, we wouldn't have the modern era. Nothing would have happened without the classic era, establishing all the great stuff that we had in between. So thank you for the comment, Richard. Alright, next one. Alright, next one here, another one from Richard. This one is... Okay, sorry about that. I actually had a duplicate on the last comment. Alright, so the next comment is from Richard, and this one is in relationship to my hot sauce video that I did for Stupid Stunt Sunday. His comment was, "Stupid Stunt Sunday, your butt should be in a church pew. Instead, I see you chugging mild sauce followed up by downing an awkward amount of water. I disagree with Mr. Moleman on this. That's a Chips shirt, dude. Ponce John, and I think the third chump is their freak captain. In the 1981 Lost episodes, the three male stars had a sexy menage a trois. During a big cocaine bust, they accidentally inhaled a kilo when one of the bags were shot by special guest star Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo was playing a Cuban smuggler. Again, I don't like bringing up politics or religion into my videos, so I'm not going to say anything about the fact that they told me I should be at church as opposed to doing videos. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to address it. Yeah, I did down some hot sauce in my attempt at a hot sauce punishment. I'm probably going to do another hot sauce video in the future, so if you like that one, be sure to tune in for the next one. Again, not a Chips shirt, it was a Doctor Who shirt. Again, different show, but that's okay. Maybe couldn't see it very well. I know sometimes my shirts get all wrinkly. That's really all I can really say on that comment on that video. Alright, so let's see. Now I'm going to read off some comments that I got from Facebook. The first one is from Joel Goodman. Again, this one's actually on his Facebook account. But like this, if you cry every time. I don't cry every time, but I like it anyway. There was Matthew Simpson put the game. I'm not sure what game you're referring to, but hey, I'll give it a shout out. I'm game for that, and I probably shouldn't say that again. And then I got one from Jesse Bashford saying, read one of them erotica novels. I don't have any erotica novels handy. I probably could get one, but I would imagine it was something very descriptive in the manner of reading well, sexual stuff. Won't get into that right now. If I get my hands on one by the next Read Your Comments video, I promise I will read a passage from it for you, just because you requested it so nicely. That's all I have time for on these comment videos, or on this comment video. If you liked it, please leave a like, favorite the video, share it, subscribe to my channel for more videos, and if you want me to read more comments, leave comments in the description below. Also on my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. Snapchat won't be so useful for this particular format, but feel free to contact me on there anyway if you guys just want to talk. Like I said, hit me up anytime. I'm constantly on my phone, and that's where I get all my notifications. Real quick here at the end, just because I've been gone for about a week and a half, I want everyone to understand that I wasn't making videos, but I was watching my channel like a hawk. So I see all the comments that I've been getting. I appreciate everything. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.